Hey guys, welcome back to the Minecraft Let's Play Infinite series that never goes anywhere. So I was a little inspired to come back and make some more Minecraft videos by a few friends of mine. Um, and basically, I love the game. I play it a lot, and I always want to start over when I'm on a channel. So I figured I would give you guys a little tour of my realm that my friend and I have been using for about 3 years now, I think. I've since put it on a server because I'm tired of paying money for a realm, and I can keep a server up myself. But yeah, let's get right into it. So, if you're interested, I have like full mending, full unbreaking 3. Like I got fully stacked in terms of gear. Let's hop into spectator mode though. By the way, this is all survival. There's a little bit of, obviously Optifine and stuff like that. But we've never like placed anything in creative. We use spectator to kind of, get around the world quickly and come back to places. You'll see what I mean in a second. It's not very often that we're like zipping around the world, but some parts are very far spaced out. Anyway, let's get into it. This is my very first little base thing, which it's just a cute little nook in a mountain that was here in the ocean, and then obviously I like replaced the stone and stuff, which, oh yeah, okay. So this door came in, and this used to just have, chests and stuff like that. I've since moved them all to one place. There's a bookshelf sticking through there because this was like the enchanting spot, which, God, this place looks pretty neat at nighttime when it's just like the only thing lit up. And then it comes around here, and then at the top, I used to have like water. Oh, I guess I still have water to jump all the way down to the mine shaft, which after long enough, this thing basically just became a glorified mine shaft. But yeah, there's a little waterfall here, and it has a portal on it, which I'll get to in a second, because Matt's my bud that I play on the server with. He had his first base right here, and this is not the entrance. The entrance is actually right there. This is like just a little horse stable he had. He might have had... No, I don't know what I'm thinking. I thought there was like a little underground thing or something. And this was like our little farm and cow pen for like, early survival. But, I don't know, I wonder if I should be in survival or not. Here's his first build. It's pretty nice. You would think he used TNT to blow up a cave, but no. There was a little bit of a cave here, and he excavated this out, like, by hand himself. Little dick in the ceiling. But here's his first storage, which is probably empty now. Oh yeah. Oh, there's a little bit in here, but it's just some nonsense. There's an anvil too, and I think he has he used to have a enchantment set up here, but not anymore. And like I said, these are our very first builds. Oh, I forgot all about this. Yeah, he built a massive storage room over here, which has since got most of the chests taken. And I'll show you why, because we actually went around to all our old places and took every item pretty much just to throw into one massive storage system, which I'll get to towards the end. Yeah, is this probably just a mine? Oh, that's his portal. Wait, what's this portal? Okay. See, there's like too many portals here that I don't even know about. Okay, so I think it's this way. We start at my base and then go this way. And oh, no way, I completely forgot about this. Wow, I literally did not even know this was here. I haven't used this in years. But this is a zombie farm. And the reason I quit using it so much is because baby zombies became a thing. And in 1.14, when they changed the way the animals like swim and stuff, it was basically just nothing but a bunch of baby zombies getting clogged up in here, and then they never dropped, but the zombies would come all the way up out here and then back down, take the fall damage. Yeah, I just remember being ecstatic that we found a zombie spawner so close, but you know how it goes. We eventually found a skeleton spawner. Anyway, this way I have a big mansion. I think it's this way. Like I said, I have not been here in like a year. This is really old build stuff. I'm pretty sure it's like right around here somewhere. Oh, here we go. Okay, so... Oh, I forgot I even had a portal. Well, there's a portal that you come out, and as you're going to see with a lot of things in this world, it's unfinished. It looks pretty good, but there's no roof, which is the real kicker. I'm just going to walk around in survival. It makes me feel feel more immersed, I guess. That doesn't need to be there. But yeah, I really like this build a lot because I used dark oak for the first time. It's like right when dark oak came out, and so I thought it was all cool. And then obviously the white glass, like, good contrast. This place looks really cool. And I was even thinking about taking, not an exact replica, but almost block for block replicating it, but making it into like a new castle with like stained glass and stuff in one of my newer areas. But I'll show you in a bit. Yeah, this is a pretty big mansion, and it's honestly one of my proudest builds on the server just because of how it looks. So we just have a tiny little bedroom. Obviously the interior didn't have a whole lot done to it, but this room looks really, really nice. The second floor is, you know, furnished but empty. And then the third floor was going to be a lot smaller and just be like kind of a circle up there with a roof over it. And as I said, the roof hasn't really been done. So this is the kitchen, sort of, with the concrete floor. But it was actually where I had all my chests lined up in here. And a huge storage chest. Oh, yeah, there's a little map here of the mansion. And as you'll see, I got like a little maze out back. But this whole thing was my fat storage room, which obviously we went around with shulker boxes and we collected everything. And why isn't this room lit up? It's kind of weird. I have 2 enchantment tables just chilling here that I completely forgot about. And then this, I believe, was to... Oh yeah, those don't break items. I don't know, I thought I threw items in there or something. Maybe that's why I got rid of it, is I used to have fire in here and now the lighting's softer. I don't know. But these doors lead right back into the main room. This one's obviously the little bedroom. We got the storage room, and then this is the doorway that leads just to the big, you know, what do you call it, foyer, I think? Like, I don't know, the living room. So then these doors wrap all the way back around to this side, and this is also its own little room mirroring the bedroom, which, as you can hear, there's a little bit going on down here. So the basement is literally, like, unfurnished. It didn't ever get very much completed. But what you're hearing is the sugarcane farm, which I will empty. I don't come back here often, but it is my only sugarcane farm at the moment. And so this is one of those little auto, whatchamacallums. Like, you flick this switch and then you just sit here and right click with, you know, wheat or potatoes or whatever and get all your stuff automatically farmed. So then there's a sub basement, which heavily unfinished, but here it is. And as you can see, it's pretty fucking big. My plan was to have a room so big you could elytra rocket around. So it was going to be about this size and then go down about 70 blocks deeper and just be fucking massive. And I don't really know even where I was going to go furnishing-wise with it, but it looks kind of cool. And it's also, you know, makes this mansion feel even bigger than it already looks on the outside. So, OCD, let's shut some of these doors. There's the sugarcane again. It updates every single time one sugarcane grows, which probably isn't the best way to go about doing that, but it works. So I also really like these little lookouts, which is kind of what inspired me to want to replace this mansion somewhere newer, because I really like the build, and if I could make it like a castle or something, it would be pretty cool. Pretty sure these are all just like pillars. Yeah, but I really like the way these just, you know, they look out. They're big windows everywhere. It makes the place look real big and open. Honestly, nicer than my house in real life. And then this one's like all connected to the tree and stuff, which is kind of weird. But over here, we kind of connect to the stables a little bit because obviously it's like a balcony, but down here is where we used to keep our horses. And it's a nice little cute little hay playpen thing, but we've since moved the horses. I really like the path blocks, which is probably what inspired me to build this spot. You know, make it look like a messy little horse place. And then, like I said, the top floor is where it goes downhill. But I was only gonna, like, make, you know, a circle about this big on the top. And then just make a big fat roof kind of sloping up like a bell. But without the roof, I mean, this place isn't bad looking. It's a pretty clean build overall. I used to have, oh man, right about here I just used to lay down all my chests and shulker boxes and stuff and keep my storage. But let's pop back into survival and I'll show you guys the backyard, which I guess I should sleep. Good thing I still have that bed just sitting there. I'm about to set my spawn like 10,000 blocks from where it is now. And now we'll show you guys the backyard, which I was pretty proud of. It's a cute little dented in thing with trees all over the place. And obviously the windows look back out here, but it's a little hedge maze, and it actually is a maze, which I'm pretty sure I remember the way through. So the right side is all a big juke. There's nothing over there at all. And then on the left, you think there's a couple paths, but this one right here is actually, once you're on it, you can kind of tell it's just a straight path. It's not the hardest maze in the world, but, you know, it works. And it comes back here. There's a little path, but I don't think I actually ever built anything. And I was gonna, yeah, it just kind of stops here. But I was gonna build like a, you know, some cool little grand sacred grovey forest thing to kind of walk into out of the edge of the, after you solve the maze, get to go see like a treasure or whatever. I don't know. But, yeah, this is my second area. Oh, what's... Is this just a mine? See, I don't even remember this. Oh, you know what? Wow, yeah, I do. This is the first time I actually got a bunch of diamonds. And... you'll see now we have a good amount of diamonds. Yeah, so let's hop on through the portal. Okay, so... Oh, the... Wow! Wow! Wow, okay. So when I was going to start this tour, I was thinking back on all the places we have, and I didn't even think about the castle even a little bit. I completely forgot about that. So let me give you, the nether's kind of ugly, but let me give you a quick little tour. This is the little mine shaft mountain thing. This is Matt's little underground base. That floating island over there is actually just a mob dropper, which I haven't been there in a long time, but I'll still go there for gunpowder just to get our rockets for our elytra and stuff. I'm gonna be honest, I do not know where this one goes. Let's find out. It's probably something dumb. Oh, no way! Oh, got it. Okay, I knew this world tour was a good idea. So this is where my other friend Garrett made his base, which he didn't put as much time into the game, but, you know, he had a cute little place going. I really like the checkered floors. Oh man, I completely forgot about this place though. He had diamonds. He was decent. Dude, I'm about to come raid this place, honestly. I don't think he's been on in a really long time, which is the only reason I would say that. But yeah, it's like this tiny little hidden base. You don't even hardly know it's there. And then I really like the way it's actually just kind of dug into the ground, and then these lava walls are neat. I'm in creative mode. I wanted to see. Yeah, I forgot he was like maybe thinking about building something back there. I remember we used to throw ender pearls through it, and then you would pop out on this side, and it was actually kind of neat. God, yeah, like I said, a couple of these places I haven't even thought about in like years, and I completely forgot this place existed, so it's pretty nuts. What I was saying though, I like the way it's kind of carved underground, and then there's a spot that's just open to the sky. And I always thought it would be cool if this was just filled in with leaves. And I think I just picked up some eggs. You know what? I'm gonna take some. Why not? This chicken farm hasn't been used in literally years. Oh yeah, but like tree roof this thing off, that would actually look cool, because then it would be a little more hidden from the outside. Oh yeah, I already was here. It looks like another mine shaft entrance. But let's get back to it. Like I said, I haven't even come to this like hub area in so long, which is why I'm forgetting most of these things. So this is just a cute little like lava encased island thing. It was really just for looks, and this is the fat nether portal. You would think this is custom terrain. It looks like we built a path. No, this was already here, and obviously it's got some errors we would plan to fix and would never get around to, but we just thought it was neat that there was already a little path. And this massive portal goes to a quarry, which the theme of this world is completely just unfinished. And our goal was to just build a fat circle all the way to bedrock, but who knows? Maybe we'll come back to that one day if we, you know, need some more stone or something, which I probably will soon when you see one of my newer projects. Okay, so next will probably be the castle, which I completely forgot about. It's insane. This whole area we've basically made into a newer, cooler place, which was inspired by this one. The portal might take us somewhere, so I might cut real quick. Okay, let's get a little bit of survival for the aesthetics. This is our first big project that Matt and I worked on together, which that's kind of where the portal brought us out. But first off, we have ice under these paths, so you can move really quickly. And then a cute little farm with a, you know, little swooping path coming through. And as you can see, these big walls. Excuse me. Uh, so, cute little bridge, cute little farm. And we never really got much else, but we started these big walls, and we actually hand built this river. This river wasn't here either. Oh wow, yeah, I forgot you can actually go inside the walls. God, yeah, I like completely forgot about this place, you know. There's so many resources too. It'd be super easy to come here and just get like a bunch of wood or something, but I do kind of like this place, being able to come back to it over time. It's a build from our early days. I think the exterior of these walls is also built up as well. Yeah, and it has its own like unique design. It's pretty cool. So let me hop into creative. What we were planning to do was, as you can see, it's kind of an L shape over here that connects to the mountain. We were gonna have this gap here to walk into the entrance, and then right about here we would start another big L, and it would be like the big kingdom that's all self-contained. This place is, it's funny to me how small this seems now, because this used to seem huge, and it probably does seem huge to you guys, but wait till you see our newest place. Anyway, this is where we're going to have a bunch of, like, you know, houses and stuff. You start with the farming district, and then you got, like, lower tier houses, and then up on these hills we'd have some better, more posh houses, and then right here we were going to excavate this whole mountain and basically make it a big-ass castle. As you can see, with a lot of things, we kind of abandoned it over time, and yeah, these have pretty much been raided too. I kind of want the bird wood, but that's about it. I'm gonna end up taking all this stuff back. Ender pearls, unnecessary. Take the grass. Alright, let's figure out what the next place is. I guess that would be the farms, which are off this way. So both these kind of lead to the same place. Actually, this one goes really far, which leads to a village. I basically went through the nether and found a bunch of villages, and just kept teleporting around until I found a village that had mending in it. And then we built a portal near it so we could get back to... It's basically a shitty little village, but we fixed it up a tad just to get some mending. So this goes to the end, but I guess I'll save that for the end because we have an end portal at our base. I believe this is the skeleton farm. I haven't been back here in a long time, but we might need to soon because we run out of bone meal pretty quick. But if it would load, I can show you. So this is just a lava pit to dispense our stuff. Here's where we... Wow. There's a good amount of bones in there. I'm going to take those. And then obviously a full chest of arrows. But if we hop into spectator mode, you can see this is where they go, and they pop on up. We had to fix it with the soul sand block because obviously 1.14 the mobs don't swim anymore, which kind of sucks. But another thing we never did was light up the surrounding caves, which, as some of you may know, that actually will increase the rate of spawn for the skeleton spawner. But it's not like there's a whole lot. There's a ravine over there, which doesn't look like it reaches the spawn. Oh my god. Okay, while I'm here, I might as well check this out because I just happened to look at another dungeon. It's a zombie, so I don't really care, but if there were two skeleton ones that close, that would be kind of neat to maybe incorporate them. Anyway, I only really care about the skeleton ones because... Ooh. I don't know if this is supposed to... Oh yeah, I guess they push each other as they come up. Anyway, the skeleton ones are the only ones I really care about because you get the XP and you get... This is like a whole room that is just empty. Is there one over here? I think we used to have an enchantment table here is why that's there. But the bones are the real, you know, big reason for the skeleton spawner. Yeah, so I guess I'll probably cut this. This is a long fucking path. But I'll show you guys the little mending village here in a second. Here we go. Okay. This is so far out. It's ridiculous, but the things we do for love, am I right? God, and these take so long to load. I don't even know how big this world file is, but it took me like a couple hours to download it off my realm just to put it on the server. So as you can see, another unfinished build. I don't know what the deal is with us. We would always build like houses and stuff and just never build roofs. Like, I guess we just got burnt out after long enough, but I imagine all the good stuff is gone from here. I might take that. Whatever, yeah, it's pretty much useless, but some coal ain't useless. I'll go ahead and take that, why not? Anyway, a couple beds. So this obviously was a village. We turned a couple of the houses into some newer styles and didn't finish them. But this is Sherbert, the man, the myth, the legend, who has a mending book. And this kind of scared me a second ago because I realized they updated the villagers with 1.14. So this guy used to be, you know, like a purple guy, whatever you call him, the priest, I guess. And so I was worried his trades would be like different now, but it looks like they're still there. Here's the nutty part. He has 2 mending trades. Pretty ridiculous. One of them's cheaper than the other one, so it's like obviously you're going to go for the cheaper one, but it's so rare to find a villager with mending, and this guy has 2. And, you know, that kind of upsets me. I wish I could have saved one of those other mendings for something else. I'm sorry about that. Oh, 4 diamonds for an emerald? Man, these guys have shitty trades. Okay, so that's pretty much it. I mean, we just had this cute little area, and once we got the mending villager, like, stored somewhere safe, and then... Oh, well, this guy used to be a blacksmith who we would trade coal with to get our enchants, I guess. Oh, maybe it was this guy. But the coal is probably the best way to just farm emeralds, because iron's going to cost you stuff, and obviously you can get like a farmer that'll trade like sugarcane or something renewable, which I'm sure we have somewhere else in the world, so it's not as necessary. But I always used to just come here, a little bit of lag there, used to come here and get like coal just for mending. It's a decent setup. I remember this place being bigger, but obviously there's not a whole lot going on. Anyway, I mean, it's really just it only exists for the mending book, basically. Alright, and I'll hit you guys back up once we are back at the hub, which should be right here. Okay, so we've gone over everything. That's literally just a mob dropper in the sky with nether rack. You don't really need to see it. So there's no boats here, but what does that say? Newfoundland. I guess Matt made that at some point. Yeah, but this is the big path, basically connecting that hub to a brand new hub we made way over this way. And it's not like there's a whole bunch more over here. That's pretty much the majority of our stuff was from our first hub, but there's a few more, slightly more finished projects this way, which obviously it's still a work in progress, but these are our biggest ones we've been putting a lot of work into, so you'll see a bit more stuff. Literally all the boats are on this side. So let's hop into creative real quick so I can get through this portal quicker, and then obviously load for a long time. And let's figure out where we are. Okay, so this is Matt's base. That's mine. I'll get to that in a second. But that's actually one of my proudest builds on the server, alongside the mansion and my current place. So this is Matt's old storage system, which I'm pretty sure is like fully empty now. Yup. Like I said, we went around and got anything really important. There's an ender chest. I'll go ahead and take that. Mycelium, no big deal, but yeah, all the like loot and stuff is gone. So basically all he had was this little storage place. It was his base. And then he started working on stuff over here. I can't remember what he was going to put here, but there's another ender chest. Pretty nuts. And he made this pretty cool looking floating island, which never went anywhere, but he was going to make like a big castle with big swooping rings going all around it and connect it up and stuff, which was pretty cool, but obviously, like most of our things, never really went anywhere. And that's the thing, is we'll get burnt out of the game and come back and want to work on something else for a while, which is our big downfall. So as you can see with this bit of mycelium here, this actually is a mushroom island biome. You can probably see it in the biome right there. This is a mushroom island, which I took grass and fully began to convert into like a forest biome, which I really like the grass color because it kind of looks like a jungle biome grass. It's like that bright color, but also no hostile mobs will ever spawn in a mushroom biome. I don't even know if the mushroom will still spawn with the way it is. So that's just a little lookout thing. You can see the obsidian portal. I basically started building that to like dick around with elytra, I think. Sorry if you can hear my dog barking in the background. But yeah, this is all placed by hand just on top of the mycelium, and it looks pretty cool, and there's no hostile mobs. So it's like the perfect biome to live in if you're willing to convert an entire biome like this. So like I said, this is one of my bigger projects. So here's where another portal comes out. Little mine shaft, and this is my cute little house. I actually really like the way this one looks, and I haven't been here in a while either, which I got this cute little farm out front with the tree. Let's check out the inside. Oh yeah, it's been completely empty. This is like my best attempt at an interior really, but I used to have a kitchen with furnaces and, little knickknacks and stuff. Anything upstairs? There's some armor stands. I used to actually keep my good armor on the stands. A little brown bed. Oh, some sea lanterns. So here's like the tree out front. But yeah, it's just a cute little house. I like it. It still looks pretty good. Does this lead to anything? Getting a bit of lag. Oh no, it's just, that's literally it. So while I'm in creative mode, I can show you, it's not completely done. Oh, that's right. I do have a map in the basement. Hopefully it's still there. I wouldn't think I would move it because if I'm going to update it, I would be around here. So here's my old storage room. Pretty sure it's also empty. Yeah, it's completely empty. Here we go. I think this is updated. Yeah, it looks updated. We have a area carved out up here is the only thing where we were going to build a big like dwarven thing, but really you can see how much grass I've just placed pretty much everywhere. And then this is just trees planted on top of it, a bit of bone meal. That's really it. Here's the little outpost thing. But yeah, you can see about how big my house is compared to this place. And I was just going to build, you know, houses and cute little things all over the place and probably keep this one as a mushroom island and then put like more mushrooms all over the place. But like I said, a big theme is unfinished stuff that we never get around to. But yeah, this is a little taiga I was working on. I wanted to see how it would look with bunches of rows of layered trees, and you can kind of tell it's man-made. What's this? I don't even know what this is. Oh yeah, and then we have a mushroom pit. Oh yeah, it's still full. This is kind of where I actually still get my steak sometimes. I'll come back to this place. As you can see, I started putting a little bit more grass. So this is basically kind of the whole conversion process. You just put a piece of grass on top of the mycelium. And just like grass, when the mycelium has something else on it, it turns into dirt. And it'll spread to dirt, but it won't spread to grass. So if you just put grass on top of the mycelium, it'll completely convert it over. And so like, if you're looking this way, you would not even be able to know this is a mushroom island. Like, from here on, this just looks like a cool little forest thing. Oh, I guess I built a waterfall over here. I don't remember that. That's cute. I'll just give you a quick little look at these. There's nothing really much to see. These were kind of inspired by the little Wind Waker enemy outposts that you see. But I don't remember there being a whole lot else. Actually, our new base isn't too far. I think it's in that direction somewhere. But I'm going to reliably get there through the portal because I don't want to get lost. So that's the Mushroom Island. That's... Actually, I don't know what this is. Let's take a sneak peek. Oh, it's the outpost. And maybe there's another portal this way? And it looks like it's gone now, whatever it was. Yeah, there literally was a portal here and there just isn't. Probably nothing important. So we actually started this whole nether hub with... Oh yeah, I forgot about this little nether wart farm. Basically useless now. We started it off with this huge bridge going across the lava, which looks pretty cool. Oh man, I used to have a little jumping puzzle thing right here where you would hop around and jump and come around all this. There's a... something whack. I don't even remember what that is. I'll check it in a second. But we built this massive bridge over the lava, and we were going to build like a big old castle out here with that custom lava fall. Oh, wow. So we used to have a staircase here. Matt destroyed it for some reason. I can't remember. But this leads off to a few of our other friends' areas, which they only put a bit of time into the game. I mean, I could walk through them, but if you guys want to see another tour / update video, I'll go ahead and show you guys that later. Here's where the staircase actually connects to the bridge. And yeah, this is basically our new area right here. So let's hop into spectator. It's a little weird looking at the moment because I was trying to transport some villagers, so I blocked these off with dirt. Okay, so this thing, I'm thinking now probably goes to our friend Josh's base. So I'll check that out first. He's another friend of Matt's that I met. And he's recently started playing with us on the server. And he is just like us in that he wants to build, you know, in survival and vanilla. And he puts quite a bit of time into it, as you'll tell by his base. And so, you know, we just let him hop on. So there's his actual base, which is where we are underneath currently. And there's a big-ass, like, cool tower thing he was working on, which... I'll get to that in a second. We got a little enchanting area. Here's an end portal, which in our new areas, Matt and I, and then Josh over here, we decided to cheat in a couple portals just because we're tired of spectator moding through the whole nether or using boats to go really fast, and, you know, it just wasn't even worth it. If this is, yeah, that is terracotta. Wow, I was actually needing some of that. I'm gonna ask him if I can come back here and steal some of that. But he has a really cool, wait, what's this? Oh, another, wow, he has a lot of rooms. Do not enter. So let's go down this real quick. He actually had a couple different things down here at different times, which, oh, right. He built a massive cathedral looking thing, which is actually really cool. I like the little redstone torches and stuff. It's like some kind of satanic cult literally at bedrock, which the lectern, whoa! Okay, I've never read this. The 9 satanic statements. Satan represents indulgence instead of abstinence. Satan represents vital existence instead of spiritual pipe dream. Satan represents unwisdom. This is kind of creepy, not gonna lie. Something about psychic vampires, getting some Alex Jones vibes down here. But this is just like a fat cathedral looking thing he built down here. It's really cool, and it looks like it's gone now, but he used to have a, I smell a cheater. I think this might actually be creative mode now that I'm looking, because there's bedrock here, which very clearly ends right here, and you can't really get rid of the bedrock. I'm not, like, upset, but now I'm just interested to know if this was actually done in creative or not. But yeah, I used to have this little room. Maybe it's still there. No, it's gone for sure. He had a little room down here that was, like, I think it was maps, I guess. Like, you walk into a room, there's maps on every single corner of it, and he built a big white square somewhere, so each map was just white. So you walk into this, like, 3x3 room, and all you see is just a white void all around you, 360 degrees, and it was really disorienting. You could probably find videos like it on YouTube, but sorry, I don't actually still have it anymore. What else is over here? So he actually has his own storage system, which is probably still full because, oh yeah, it's still got stuff in it. He's got a good amount of diamonds and stuff as well. I don't really come here that often, but I don't know if he does either. He might have like a newer base now. He's got a lot of shulker boxes as well. So let's come out up here, and this is the tiny little house that all of that underground stuff is based in. Here's another stable with some horses. Let's see what we got here. I think this is like a furnace room. This is pretty cool actually coming through here because, oh, blocks of coal. I didn't know you can actually use those to smelt. I actually haven't come here in a long time as well, even though this is pretty close to our new area. So this is his little survival base. I think there used to be like 5 beacons down there, which was pretty cool, but I guess they're gone. I don't think there's really much up here, but he did have an iron golem. Oh yeah, there it is. Wow. So that's pretty cool. I actually really like the look of this build. He used made good use of the birch wood and all that. So it's actually pretty neat. This is a sheep farm, I guess. It's ticking, so maybe it's automatic. Can you actually shear sheep automatically? I don't know if that's a thing. Anyway, you know what? I'm going to lead you guys with a cut to our area. Oh, yeah. Let's check out this big-ass tower thing. It's actually really cool looking and didn't really amount to much, but there is a beacon here I didn't know about. Oh, yeah, and I think he was going to do rainbow spirals all the way up. It's pretty neat. Oh, it's just a beacon block, but that's still cool that there's a beacon here and even more shulker boxes. Man, I'm about to come raid this place and not even let him know. Oh, this is his old base, so it's probably empty in terms of storage, but you can see another place here. So this portal, I think, also leads to that same little train thing in the nether. Anyway, I'm going to do a jump cut to our area because I want to show you guys sequentially. Okay, so when I logged into the world to make this video, this is actually where I started. This is literally what I'm working on at the moment. It's going to be a big, big castle. Obviously, it's very bare bones right now, but if you guys wanted to see a series here, I might even just give you some update videos every once in a while on how this thing's coming along. But the cathedral kind of gave me the big idea to put a big room right here in the middle, and then, you know, I've got some towers and stuff. Like I said, very early work in progress. It's basically the newest thing here, along with this big section of terraformed land here, which it's completely dark under there. Lots of mobs spawning. But this is all, you know, like a river coming down around that way, but I'm filling it all in slowly with grass, and it's going to go that way, and there's going to be a river leading to another place. We got a lot of plans here. This is kind of like I said, what I'm working on right now, and I play Minecraft fucking daily. You guys don't even know how much time I put into this silly game. This silly little children's game, but this is going to be a big underground area, and this is like a plateau thing. This whole half is kind of unfinished, and this is going to be like a new castle area and stuff. This is all the unfinished side, but through here is my current build that actually has some, you know, finished stuff in it. So as we come this way, we'll see the early signs of a village. And this is kind of flat right where it stops at the moment. But we've got a couple little houses for villagers, little beds and stuff. Oh, I was looking for that earlier. I'm going to take that. We'll go up that way in a second. Here's like a cute little tavern thing with nothing really in it. And this is also going to be, you know, a little bar. Here's my nether portal just for the hub in the area, which looks like, you know, a little alleyway sewer type thing. I don't know. This way, we've got a cute little walkway next to the fountain with more unfinished buildings. This area is probably my most finished spot in the, you know, the whole server. There's a few more village houses down here and stuff, and this one's cool. I like the little balcony looking over here. But yeah, all this mountain up here was completely hand-built. Well, obviously there was a mountain there, but I kind of built around it. And I'm really proud of just how cozy this little village section feels. But there's a little farmhouse here. This is like a big house. This used to be my base until we made our current base, which I'll get to in just a minute. Here's a couple more little houses, kitchen looking things. I'm planning to put something here, but I don't really know what yet. Some more buildings off this way, which I've been experimenting, you know, with different types of wood and stuff. And this one's a little ugly at the moment with the acacia, but they'll get somewhere eventually. This is a cute little nook with a bed. These walls are unfinished, and I'm actually thinking about just tearing them down because I don't really know where I wanted to go with them. But on the outside, it's like a little port town, right? Like there's gonna be a little village. What do you call them? Like the little wool striped little cellar post things. Cellar, like. not a cellar. But yeah, this is like, you know, where the big boats come in and dock, and then you come up here into the village, and there's some stuff up in here. Obviously another unfinished building here. I feel like there was something else this way. Oh yeah, the upper layer. This is pretty neat. This is a little ugly of a wall, but once you come up here, I really like this build here with the little waterway in between and the windows looking around. So back here, there is, I was going to make this look like a stronghold that leads into an end portal room. So we would have another end portal here, which I'll probably still get to eventually, but at the moment there's nothing. And these houses are a lot smaller on the inside. They're basically just for looks. But we come up here, and they do have an upstairs to them, which connects obviously with the little balcony thing. And then, oh, that's actually the only way to get up here, which this is a cool little spot to look, and there's some sneak peeks at what we got coming. Here's the little roof area, which is starting to get unfinished, but over there you can see where the grass is and the castle that's starting to come about, but it's actually about the same height as this. It's kind of neat. I haven't actually seen the castle from over here yet, and when that thing's all built up, it's going to be pretty cool. Let's hop back into creative or spectator, and I can show you this fat plateau thing that I made completely by hand. And as you can see, it is kind of around a mountain, but, you know, I totally fully started sculpting it from scratch on the outside, and it's pretty well lit over here, but I'm kind of going to, you know, continue it out this way. And here's where the river is going to actually continue and cut through the hill here and come back out on this side, which is going to be pretty cool. So when you're in the village coming this way, you can follow this path, and there's a neat little winding path going up the side, and so it's gonna, you know, connect to the top up here and put some things up there. And then this is pretty much my area for the current moment. Obviously it's pretty unfinished, but it's what I'm still working on, and like I said, if you guys want to see a potential series on this, I would be more than down. But my buddy Matt, oh, and then I built this little lag. This little shack out in the ocean. I just thought it was cool because of all the coral reefs and stuff. He's actually started doing his own kind of terraforming and stuff over here, which I haven't seen in a while. This is cool. There's like a farm and a little tent thing. This is actually pretty neat. But yeah, Matt's area at the moment is pretty much the biggest part of our world at the moment. So wait for the wall to load in. There it is. And it is absolutely massive. And it is not hollow. This man built like a 5 thick wall of stone. And this was the old entrance with these little mountains and stuff. But I think we're going to come through and change a lot of this up. So this tower here is actually pretty cool. And Matt built it. But in the inside, this looks kind of trippy with the inverted bottom. But this is where we elytra into just to get to the end for, you know, a bit of convenience. Because we don't want to travel through the nether 16,000 blocks every time we go to the end. Okay, so I'm editing this in post because I completely forgot to go to the end. I thought I had done it earlier when I came by. So right off the bat, here's our little spawn. And then I think Josh is working on a pixel art thing, which I'm personally not a big fan of, but I mean, if it actually looks cool, maybe it'll be neat. So we defeated the Ender Dragon 20 times to get each of the, the deep end portals everywhere. And we got a little bit of decoration here, but obviously it's in its early phases and it's going to grow out bigger and bigger and become this big, big thing. But the real cream of the crop is all the way out here. We have a big fat ender, which I'm probably going to pick up a bunch of fucking ender pearls. There we go. And immediately you see this thing gets filled to the brim. Like, oh wow, I'm still picking up ender. Am I? I guess my inventory is infinite when I'm in creative. But yeah, this thing makes endermen like quicker than you can kill them. Like, it will get completely filled to the brim. Pretty much every time it's not filled to the brim. And so this is like our new main enchanting area, and it's not like we ever need to enchant things very often except like my crossbows, like I was saying. And then books, obviously, are just the meta of what you want to really spend your enchants on. I didn't think this dude would be able to get out. Yeah, I'm not gonna look at him. I'm just gonna oh, there he goes. I guess they can probably spawn like maybe on the first block or something here, but it's not normally an issue. Anyway, back to the video. Yeah, but let's come up here. This is the grand entrance, which he's working on terraforming right now, as you can probably tell. And it's going to be like a hill coming up, and this isn't going to be water anymore. It's going to be a cool grand doorway and stuff. But look at the size of this area. Tell me this is not the coolest fucking thing. You literally, if you're standing in the center here, I don't even think all the walls load in. They probably do behind me because I'm using Optifine and I have the bigger loading distance. But if you're in vanilla, I don't even think you can see all the walls in your render distance. It's pretty wild. So Josh's area is like really far back that way. But this place is actually pretty cool. So here's just a little basic starter house. I actually haven't seen this in a long time. I don't know if it's actually gonna be, you know, kind of used as a base design for other houses or if he's gonna tear it down or what. But then he started terraforming over here a bit more, and I think there's some early stable designs. Oh, maybe not anymore, but this is kind of going to be like a horse stable thing and maybe connect to this mountain and stuff, and it's just going to look really cool from the outside. This section of the wall is hyper detailed, which, as you can see, this thing is filled in. I wouldn't be able to see through the ground like this if it was stone on the inside. You would actually just see the inside. But because it's invisible, this is not hollow. It is a 5-block thick, massive, massive wall. And it's actually starting to get some texture out of over here too, which makes it look a lot better. So here's Matt's tavern, which is actually a really cool build. I'm coming in through the back for the moment, but it actually looks really nice in here. And there's a little cow. And there's like little bedrooms upstairs and stuff. It's one of the better interiors we actually have in our big base. But the facade, God, tell me that's not a gorgeous build right there. I want more of that stuff just kind of plopped in this area. But you come out here, you follow this path, and these acacia trees aren't going to stay. That's just where we were farming our trees for a bit. This is kind of like a big blacksmith build, which looks really, really cool. I love the way the like barrels look and stuff down here, and obviously the path isn't finished here, but there's a really big entrance and like a sky view thing all the way to the 3rd floor. And oh, there is some stuff. Is that concrete? Wow, we have a lot of concrete on this server, just kind of all over the place. Oh, hey, one of our horses came back. These guys just kind of wander all around for the moment because we don't really have stables, but I'm planning on building that in the castle area. And then, what? That looks like a nice pickaxe. Oh, wow. It actually is kind of good. But yeah, this blacksmith it's the first really detailed build we had both worked on together. And this area is mostly his, that area is mostly mine, but we're kind of working together on other little projects here and there like this thing and just kind of combining our efforts. So the biggest part of the server would be our base. And you see this cute little farm here, you're thinking, oh, that's neat. And these vines block off this little mine, which you think might be like a big dwarven thing or something, and coming through this portal is actually our current base, which it's pretty big. I really like the look of this place, but it is massive, and this lectern actually has coordinates to our old hub and other places, stuff like that. So we have this little auto farm, we got a sheep wool collection thing, we got some little villager guys. We have a villager breeder here, which actually isn't working at the moment. I need to fix, and I don't know why it's not working, and it's really upsetting to me. This is a cow breeder, which doesn't work anymore. Need to fix that as well. This is the wall room, where we basically pile up a bunch of stone for the wall to get built. It's being used at the moment by me for my castle. Sorry about that, Matt. Upstairs there's a couple beds and stuff. There's not really a whole bunch going on, but there's a hole in the ceiling too, which is where we had a beacon in here when we were excavating stuff. But here is the big bad storage system, which we are currently using. And man, if you look around here a bit, this place is absolutely filled, which this is why I grabbed the bones, by the way. Let's kind of organize that a little. I don't need to be worrying about that now, but this is where we keep like all of our stuff. And there's a few diamonds in here for the moment, but we have basically a whole beacon somewhere almost completely made of diamond blocks. Like, that's the best use for diamonds we could even think of. Let's see what kind of tools we got in here. We got some tridents. I think oh yeah, that's my good trident. Here's my ender chest. I'm starting to make a good crossbow, which I've never actually used before, but they're actually pretty fun. Here's my good chest plate, which I wear instead of the elytra sometimes. But yeah, this is our big bad storage system, which I'm pretty proud of. It looks really clean with all the little item frames and stuff. And then there's some unfilled categories up here where we have room for more stuff. But most of the ones that are labeled do have a decent amount of stuff in them. Like, this place is pretty full. Even like the wood and stuff. That's a lot of wood too. We've both been farming wood lately. But yeah, this is our big bad base for the moment. And like I said, let me know if you guys want to see a potential series here or a standalone Minecraft series maybe. I really like Minecraft and I would love to do more of it on the channel. And I always keep making these little first episode videos and never really go anywhere, so I figured I'd give you guys a quick little tour of our world and show you what I'm working on at the moment. But yeah, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.